Yo, yo, yo. What up, Dell? What's good? What up, Dell? What's good? What is good? Salute. It is Monday. Guys, we only got a couple more days left in the month of June. What up, Dell? What up, Dell? What's good? What is good? What is good? What is good? I do want to have a conversation with y'all, man. Listen, I don't know about some of y'all, but man, I don't know how true it is, but boy, I got notified of some data that was going around. I don't know. I can't confirm it. I just knew it was funny. All right. I don't know if it's legit or not, but it is funny. All right. I'm gonna have to find out from the horse's mouth. All right. And if it is, man, if it's authentic, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I said, what the heck? What the heck is going on? Also, guys, I do want to have a discussion about the big streaming debate. You know, a lot of us, let me turn this down just a little bit. Let me change this up just a little bit. Put it on something a little bit more cooler, right? Let me see. Let me just put it on this. All right. We'll put it on that. I'm a part of a group on Facebook. And one thing I see a lot, right? I see a lot, you know, everybody want to give their experience and what they think you should have, right? So the big debate was like Apple TV, Nvidia Shield. I saw a couple people do Zidoos. I saw some Fire Sticks. Some people was chiming in on like Formula and Buzz TV. And again, I'm a part of so many groups that it was to me it was like just sitting there watching people shame people because of the devices they use. I really don't understand it because we have so many options today. And I'm a firm believer that whatever you use, and if it works for you, again, how can you be wrong? So, with that being said, today I'm going to tell you what I think. My top, well, I can't tell you what y'all think, but I'm gonna give you my top 5. All right, my top 5 devices. Some of y'all are going to be surprised. Some of y'all may not, because some of y'all may be using it and everything. I'm gonna try to go in order of my devices, why I like the device, and then just take it from there. But it's just a shame how individuals actually shame others because they use it a certain way or they might use it this way. And all of that. And some people was taken up, but again, it is a Facebook group. I've been a part of them for a while. It's always been big old debates, but you know, the Android people going at the Apple people telling the Android that they broke. Oh man, it was terrible. What I should have did was did some screenshots and put it on the streaming outside the line Facebook group. Over the weekend, I actually put in a couple links. My son played his last official game. Well, he's out of high school, but as a athlete on the high school level, he played. I think he did a good job with the tools he had in front of him. And they also wrote an article on him. So I mean, just thankful. I know some of y'all watched it. I got your emails. Actually saying, "Hey Dale, it was a pretty solid game. Your son did well. I think he only had like 20 something yards rushing and like 54 yards receiving. But it's just good to see them guys, who been part of different teams who went against each other. They finally being able to be teammates for a couple hours and things like that. They've been rivals. My son got quite a few friends a part of these teams. They know about him. He knows about them. So they know about him. So I mean, it's good. But the video, that link, if you go into DST and if you go into streaming outside the lines, if you get a chance, you can watch it. I think the last time I looked on the channel, um, he was, I think it was at like 3,000. 3,000 views. So, I mean, that's kind of good for a high school all-star game. All right. So, this is what I want to do. All right. I do want to get into this, slight debate. I'm not here to tell you what you should get. But I'm here to, educate. That's what I usually do, educate. I'm just a guy that, get a lot of these devices. I use them. Sometimes they sit for a month or two, maybe 5 or 6 months. Then I bring them, dust them off, and use them again. So I just, to me, the biggest the biggest debater would be you against yourself, because nobody probably has the same setup unless you went out there and got the same layout of someone else. You set it up exactly the same way. Um, that might be for you. But I'm telling you, not too many people use the same setup, use the same volume on their sub bar, there's I mean they sound bar or anything like that. I'm basing this off of my setup. Again, you heard me say a couple weeks ago, I really couldn't hear no difference with the setup that I have. Again, for some of y'all who may not know, and I can present it to y'all right now, I have the Vizio Elevate. Let me go to Best Buy because that's where I got it from. I got it from Best Buy. I got the Vizio Elevate. Um, for some people who may not know, to me, I think it's a nice soundbar subwoofer that allows you. They always want to know exactly your location. I think it introduces you to Dolby Atmos. You know, the sound is amazing, guys. I can't even lie to you, but I do know. Again, this is based off. All right, let me do this. My sound bar. All right, dang, they got that bad boy for 650. Man. All right. So let me go ahead and share mine. If you're in here again, smack that thumbs up. We gonna get into this, and I just think it's gonna be a surprising you know, it might be a surprise to some of y'all, might not. I don't know. It is really up to you. Let me do this. Share the screen right quick. All right. As you see right here, this is the Vizio Elevate. Let me see if I can make it bigger. This is the Vizio Elevate right here. This is the sound system I have in my living room. All right. Again, very nice. Uh, Dolby Atmos, the sound, Chris. I think it has like a total of like 18 speakers total with this package. The sound woofer is amazing. I'm talking about you get the boom boom, you get the floor rattling and all of that. I don't care if you got carpet or if you have wood floors. You will hear that bad boy. The vibration of the floor is amazing. All right. So a couple of speakers, on the outside. These are wired. These are not wireless. But the whole thing is this sound bar right here. This sound bar that you see, it is long. It's a little long. But again, it just works. All right. It just works. And that's, again, I'm going to base this off of my selection. I'm not telling you what to go and get. That's just y'all. That's really up to y'all what you should get, or how you should educate yourself on what to get. All right. But I will say, for my first setups, right, and a lot of y'all may know this, I standing at number 5, right? Standing at number 5. I think my two would be like the Fire TV Cube and the Fire TV Stick 4K. All right. Now I like the Cube because you don't need a remote. You can tell it to do certain tasks, and it just work, and it sounds good. Um, Whether it's standalone or you have it hooked up, with whatever sound system you have. I To me, if you want a little bit of power, you need a little bit of extra space, then definitely wait to Prime Day to get the Fire TV Cube. All right, to get the Fire TV Cube, because you can expand the memory. You can connect uh, without using no OTGs. You can connect flash drives or external hard drives to this device and watch whatever videos you like, whether it's 4K, 1080p, 720, 480, MKV, and so forth. MP4, it will play it. Now, I may not play all the formats, but the main ones that we use in today's time, it will play. Now, again, I'm not going to be long today. We're going to get straight to the point. The Fire TV Stick. I think Amazon changed the game when they made the stick. The stick was one of those devices you could take anywhere. As long as somebody had Wi-Fi, you could take this device anywhere. It became a game changer when we figured out how you could jailbreak, side load, um, install apps, whatever you want to call it. It became a household name, and today it is still a household name. Now, all the rest of them will get the job done as well, including the Fire Stick, the Fire TV Stick 4K Max. But on a lot of applications that I use, uh, the icons don't show up. But it is a very powerful stick, and it will get the job done. But with the Fire TV Stick, I never ran into that problem. Even with the Cube, depending on what third-party apps you add, it can miss. But again, you can use the A word. You know what it is if you're familiar with Amazon devices, and you can tell it to play your music. I am a part of Amazon ecosystem. I do have Prime. I get the free deliveries. I get all of that. Also, I have Amazon Music. So this device right here is amazing. It works for me. All right. I don't know about y'all, but it definitely works for me. And I remember just like probably about 4 or 5 years ago when they first introduced this, this was a high ranking device. All right. The second, I want to say the first gen was good, but you could definitely tell the upgrade on generation two that, was a lot faster than one when you're trying to set it up. But anyway, I just believe that the sticks were game changers because a lot of us, we will have the devices at home, and what would we do? Put it in our pockets. We would take it over family members' homes. We'd take it over their homes or houses, take it camping with us. If you had, Wi-Fi, connecting it to your phone. We did a lot of things with the sticks. And now you have other companies that's coming out with replicas, such as like Miku, such as TiVo, such as Chromecast with Google TV. All of them come out with a version of a stick or a dongle. All right. For some of y'all who may not know, Amazon actually their third generation box was a dongle. It was a diamond or a square piece, more than a diamond, and it will hang from your television. All right. So, it's hard to find those, but that was a pretty solid device as well. Amazon changed the game. To be honest, Amazon changed the game. And that's why I have them at my number 5 as far as certain devices. Now, I kind of, I'm not setting up a lot of Amazon devices now, unless somebody recommend it. But I mean, they're pretty easy. They're pretty solid. They do update. That's a great thing that they do receive updates. All right. And again, this is based off me, not y'all. This is not Dale versus whoever out there watching this video, this live feed right now. I'm just saying, as far as me, when I take this upstairs and I connect it to the television, and listen, the sound is just there because it does um, Dolby Atmos, a form of it. And again, it might not be that true, but you can give me a form, and if it sound good, I'm gonna roll with it. All right, if it sound good. I don't have a home theater yet, and when I get a home theater, then that's when I can, grow in that audio. Remember, I am using this device right here, which is the Vizio Elevate soundbar. To me, for $650, it is so worth it. If you got $650, you might want to go ahead and grab this. I'm just being honest. I'm being totally honest. All right. Now, again, that was the Fire TV. Again, my favorite two is the stick, 4K, the 4K stick, and the Cube. All right, those are my favorite two. Now, at number 4, this might be a surprise to y'all. And I'm cool with the Nvidia Shield. Nvidia Shield serves its purpose. But again, it has all the codecs, it has all the audio formats. I don't use all them audio formats. So again, uh uh I don't have that type of setup. All right. I don't have the home theater with everything coming out. I don't have none of that. I'm just giving you my version. Now, a couple weeks ago, I told you I connected the Nvidia Shield up to my sound bar, and I connected the Apple TV 4K to my sound bar. I couldn't tell the difference. I'm just being honest. I couldn't tell the difference. Now, again, I'm basing it off of what I have. You have to listen, if I had a home theater with the speakers in the roof and on the ceiling and on the side and all of that, I will understand you. I can probably hear a difference. But again, with this setup, I really could not hear the difference. Now, by far, the Nvidia Shield on my list is the second most powerful device that you can use. All right, it has the Plex server. I don't know why I'm saying Plex whistle. Again, all the video and audio codecs, Tegra 1 chip. So if you're a gamer, whether you're retro or you get into some more intense gaming, which I'm not a gamer like that. I just don't game like that. Or if you get into some PC gaming, you can use this device. Again, I'm not a gamer. A lot of y'all may be some gamers, or some of y'all might have bought this device to just watch Netflix. Now, in my opinion, if you bought this device today just to watch Netflix or some third-party applications, I would tell you you wasted your money, because there are so many more options out there that will give you that 4K quality. The same video that you're looking at on this device will display on that device. On the Shield, all of that. All of it is compressed 4K. All right. If you're looking at a lot of these applications, these mainstream applications, you're not getting true 4K. But now, can you play true 4K on this device? Absolutely. If you rip it, you get it, and you can play it on here. Now, the Nvidia Shield has made some changes. One thing about the Nvidia Shield, and again, this is based off of me. If you had asked me 4 years ago, I would have said the Nvidia Shield, because that was pretty much, we had the Nvidia Shield and we had a slow fire stick at the time. Now, guys, we have the gates is open. We are flooded with so many streaming devices. All right, so many streaming devices that we can do it. We can shop online. We can go to Best Buy. You can go to Walmart, and whoever else out there selling, Target, selling these type of devices. Now, again, this is a very, very powerful device. But again, with my setup, guys, that's the whole thing. With my setup using this device, I really could not see the difference between the Apple TV 4K and the Nvidia Shield as far as quality sound. It all sounded the same to me. All right. Now, the reason this one I kind of marked down low, because Nvidia, when they send major updates, it messes with the firmware. Certain apps doesn't work. Things just don't work until you have to get two or three updates on the firmware and wherever else to fix certain things. All right. But again, this is my opinion. Do I still use the Nvidia Shield? Absolutely. Do I need the Nvidia Shield? Absolutely not in today's time. In 2023, 2022, 2021, I do not need the Nvidia Shield. I can game on other devices. I'm a retro gamer. I only play certain retro games. I can get a cheap Android box that will work perfectly with those Android boxes. The cheap ones at that. I don't need a powerful device just to retro game. But again, this is just my list. And I know this is a very powerful device. I know it. I love it. It is a powerful device, and it does pretty much everything I need it to do very, very fast. All right. But they got their pros and they got their cons on here. I'm going to tell you, it's more pros than cons. I just hate that when there's a major Android update, and we done had two, my remote stopped working, never worked after the update. I did a live show on it Y'all saw it. A lot of y'all actually saw it when I did a live update, and that remote never worked again with the Nvidia Shield, which I wasn't the only one that had that issue. There were plenty of people that had that issue. Not only that, Plex went down. Remember, we went like 3 weeks when, and I'm saying we, even though I don't use my Plex server on the Nvidia Shield, people went 3 weeks to 4 weeks before they finally fixed the Plex server. They were white. I mean, it was just done. People could not even use the device. All right. It was reported in forums, plenty of videos on it. It was crazy. But I still recommend the Nvidia Shield to anybody that may want it. But for me, I just think depending on your wants and needs, we have options. And if somebody sit back and say, yeah, man, I PC game, I do this, I do that, I would say, hey, well, there's a device that will allow you to PC game. You might want to try it on there, and I can introduce. But right now, guys, I just think with what we have, I don't need the Nvidia Shield. Now, if I ever build a home theater, yes, it's either going to rock the Nvidia Shield or it's going to rock the Apple TV 4K. All right, I'm just being honest. That's what it's going to rock, because my home theater will be set up properly. Everything should work good, and I got to use 2 of the best devices out there. Now, some people going to say, hold up, how you saying it's the best, but you got it ranked at number 4? I never said I don't dislike it. I said, what? From the setup that I have currently. That's the whole thing about this. From the setup I have currently, that I don't need it. But if I ever build, right? If I ever build a home theater, I'm definitely going to do it the right way. And I'm going to get the proper devices on there that allows a lot of the codecs that I may need for my home theater. All right, let's move on. Now, number 3 on this list, I got to go with my Zidoo. All right, the Z1000. I like all the Zidoos. The Z9X. I like the Z10 Pro. I like the Zidoo, the Z1000. All right, I like them all. The reason I like this, because this is a game changer. All right, this is a game. All of these devices are game. Everything on my list is a game changer. But one thing I like about this compared to the Shield. With the Shield, the Plex server is a hit or miss. All right. Some people get it working, some people don't. Some people get it to working for a month or 2. Some people it crash. It crashed within a month or 2. All right. I never heard anyone say their home theater crash. I haven't heard it yet. The reason I like this device, because it introduced you to actually sharing your sharing your content across your network. Now, some people are going to say, well, Dale, the Nvidia Shield got the Plex server. You just heard me say it was a hit and miss. My Plex server was on the Nvidia Shield, and I had so many problems. And I wanted it to work so bad. But again, it was giving me problems just like a lot of y'all had problems. But the Zidoo was something special, all right? Because it introduced you to not only installing apps, because this actually runs Android as well, all right? It's not your most powerful device. It's not your most weakest device. But with certain applications, this can be that type of device. Now, with that being said, let me go back. This would be one of the 3 devices I will have in my home theater, because a lot of this on these devices, they carry a lot of the audio and video codecs that we use today. that we can run. All right, we can run it. It's very, very nice, and it just work. All right, it just work. Again, to this day, I have not had anyone email me saying, "Hey Dale, I can't get my home theater 4.0 to work." But I done had many emails saying, "Hey Dale, on the Nvidia Shield, the Plex server is not working. It crashes, even though I tell it not to go to sleep on a hard drive where I keep all of my storage, it still doesn't work. I'm getting these errors, so I got to go downstairs, unplug the Shield, plug it up, wait about 5 minutes to go upstairs, and then boom, everything works." Or is it just, maybe it's just me? All right. But again, this bad boy is not the most powerful. But again, you don't have to have the most powerful device to stream your content across your network. This bad boy play 4K, 1080p, 720, 480, or wherever else you throw at it. It will play it. And they got the new ones coming. But the thing about it, it taught us something. One thing about it, a lot of people didn't want to mess with that monster called Plex, because Plex is a monster, but it's a nice monster once you figure it out. But the thing about Plex, guess what? The thing about Plex, once you get it going, you got to baby that bad boy. You have to baby it. That's just how it is. You got to make sure things is running. It's probably good to check it a few times a week, because if it go weeks, let's just say if you go out of town or whatever, anything can happen where you're not able to watch your Plex. Let's just say if you go 2 months, there's going to be a problem by the time you come back. There's going to be a problem because you haven't used it. I'm telling you. I done saw it. Listen, I done went without using my Plex, and it was some update that was stopping you from doing this, that, and this, or whatever. All right, you have to baby your Plex. But with these devices on Zidoo, I just think I'm telling you, I just think these are nice introductions into teaching you how to put your content on your network. Also, just like the Nvidia Shield, it teaches you. Now, the Nvidia Shield is just so freaking powerful. But again, it's running Android. Android is not perfect. You're going to have some apps that work. You're going to have some that, crash from time to time. It is what it is. But I do believe that Zidoo, if you're ready to get introduced into setting up your home network with movies, TV shows, documentaries, your personal pictures, your personal home videos, this is a device that would take you there. You don't have to baby this, because if it's a mainstream movie, all right, you can just create one movie folder and it will separate everything by genre if it's formatted correctly. That's the beauty of it. So you got home theater, people going to say, well, man, I'm not paying no $229. That's way more than the Nvidia Shield. And you're absolutely right. But people don't get the Zidoo, the game. People don't get the Zidoo. It's really not meant for you to add any type of movie, TV show application on there. It's really meant for you to get this and build your library. That's what it's really for. It's simple to use. It's very, very easy to use. All right, it's very, very simple. And when you build this bad boy, the rest is history. And when you open up the Samba on here and you got other devices inside your home whether it's another streaming device, whether it's your TV, whether it's your phone, you can connect to this device and sit there. You could be taking a bath and sitting there watching a good movie or listening to music, whatever you have on this device, you can just stream it across your network. That's the beauty with this device here. All right. And I love the reason I picked out the Z1000 because I think this will look good sitting up under your television or wherever you have it. I think this will serve its purpose because the average television is black. All right. Probably 95% of the television is black. All right. Some of them got that smoke grayish or whatever, but a lot of televisions are black. And I just think this bad boy with the clock letting you know the display is just amazing to me. All right. But again, this is for me. Now, when we're talking about audio, this is what I use. And it works well with the audio. All right. My Dolby Atmos, depending on what I choose for this, my Dolby Atmos kicks right in. HDR10 plus. So the video quality is beautiful. I can't complain with this device. But again, the reason it's a game changer to me, because this device actually teaches you how to share across your network. And if I was you, if I was to get a Zidoo's device, I would get a premium eyebrow Peterson, aka IPTV application. All right. I just think premium work better than free. That's just me. You're going to get some bonuses with that premium. All right. And this will set it off. Again, with me, I'm not going to throw BTV or cinema on there. Why will I do that when I can, if you're going to get this device, it's meant for you to build. You can install an external hard drive on here. You can install an internal drive in here. You can install a flash drive on it. You can insert, not install, but insert a flash drive, insert external. But you can install a drive in here, whether it's a NAS, whatever drive you want up in this joint, you can do it. All it's going to do is format it so you can add your content to it. And again, it is so freaking easy. And then not only that, you can connect this bad boy to your network, just like the Nvidia Shield. You can connect it to your network. That way you can share files back and forth. All right, you can do that as well. But again, I just got this on my list as number 3 because what it's capable of doing. Again, it's not your most powerful. If I'm a gamer, I'm going to tell you to go. If you're a gamer, I'm going to tell you to go with the Nvidia Shield. But if you're not and you just want that nice device to sit over there, then you can actually use this. This is a beautiful device. Straightforward. This model gives you a Bluetooth remote control. You ain't got to worry about the IR. It affects other devices that you may have connected to your television. This bad boy just works. All right. If you need more information on it, we can talk about this again. Now, my second one, listen, I'm going to tell you again why I think this is number 2. All right. I love the Apple TV 4K. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, you might say, man, this is, again, a few years ago, I just learned last year, but it was always told that you could not cut the cord with an Apple TV 4K. We found out that is not true because you can cut the cord. Now, one thing I say about this, and I heard rumors, it never happened to me as of yet. They say applications just disappear. Once Apple want to remove it, they just take it off. Well, in the year and a half I've been using the Apple TV 4K, the Infuse app has not left. The Play TV has not disappeared. None of everything works still from the time I installed it on my device. Now the thing about Apple TV, again, they don't have all of the audio codec. They got something that's called Apple Lossless Audio. Again, with my setup, I could not tell the difference between using this device. I could not tell the difference from the Apple TV. All right, from the Apple TV, I could not tell the difference. And I'm trying to get the whole model where you at. I couldn't tell the difference from the Apple TV and the Nvidia Shield. Honestly, I can add this one in there as well. All of them sound good. All of these devices right here, these main devices right here, where everybody be talking about, right? A lot of the argument on the Facebook was about this device here. All of them sound good on this device. I could not tell the difference. Again, if I build the home theater and I get all my speakers that's on the side up above my head, maybe I can hear a difference. But as of right now, with this device, this tool that I have in my living room, I cannot tell the difference. Only thing I can tell you is you can't go wrong with this setup right here. All right. This is a very, 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 very nice setup. But again, the Apple TV is just a clean interface. And when they do a major update, unlike our Nvidia Shield, everything just goes through smooth. On the Apple TV, I have yet to have an application crash on me. All right. I wouldn't know about this device because I don't put third-party applications on here. I use home theater and I use my Eyebrow Peterson television application, aka IPTV. That is it. What I use on this device, other than my content that I still to this day share across my network. I have not had anything but amazing things to say about this device right here. This is why this is number 2 on my list. The Apple TV is the powerful. Look it up. You can look it up. Plenty of experts done said it. I'm going to trust them experts. This is your most powerful streaming device that we have. All right, it's more powerful than the Nvidia Shield, from what these experts say. Now, I can't do everything that the Nvidia Shield can do. All right. The Nvidia Shield would tear it up as far as gaming. The Nvidia Shield, you can add way more. You can add third-party apps to that bad boy. You can create an app. All right. You can create an app, put it on Android, boom, throw it over there on the Nvidia Shield. And if it's compatible, it's going to work. But one thing I like about the Apple is just a clean user interface. Now, the only con people going to say is to use a lot of their applications, you have to pay for it. And that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But when you get them, the experience is so beautiful. That's why you see a lot of Apple devices in people home theater rooms, because of the clean interface. Everything you can use. You can use Plex, you can use Infuse to actually grab your content on your network, whether you have a NAS, whether you have a device connected to your router, whether you have the Zidoo. It will pull it and bring it on and actually display it. All right. So beautiful. All right. So you might not like Plex, but you got some content that's on your network. They have an application. They got a free one and a paid one. I suggest that you go with the paid version because it works that better. It works extremely better. All right. Free is just not always great, guys. Free. I mean, I'm not going to knock it, but on certain devices, you have to go premium to have a better experience. I'm telling you, I love the Apple TV 4K. And it's number 2 on my list because it's just a clean interface. Everything works on it. Like what I needed to work for me, it works. Again, if you're talking about gaming, I would tell you to go to an Android. It's going to be better. The graphics on their gaming is terrible. I'm not going to even lie to you. I tried to play NBA 2K23. Oh man, it was a terrible experience. It is just it to me. Unless they update the gaming part, games like that should be crisp, and it was just not a good experience. But they don't say that. They said, yeah, you could play some games on it, their version of the games. But to me, I don't know too many people that say, hey, man, give me my Bluetooth controller so I can play games on my Apple. It is a great streaming device. And just like the others, they're able to play compressed 4K. They could play 4K. It definitely played my RIP 4K from my Marvel, and it played it well. No hiccups. It wasn't taking 10 minutes to start or anything like that. It just played. And again, I think just because when they do a major update, there's no hiccups. All right. If you get this device and you don't want all the clutter on here, then you can get this device. All right. A lot of times there's a lot of clutter and everything. You can make the Nvidia Shield look a lot nice. They got custom launchers and all of that. But again, you add into it to get that custom. To me, I just like to pick up my remote, whichever. If I use the Shield, the way I have my Shield set up, I just got a few apps that I install on there, whether it's Plex, Nova Video Player, and I use my premium IPTV apps. That is it, and I'm pretty much done. Even on my Nvidia Shield, I have no third-party applications on there because I just don't use it because I have my own content. All right, but I'm just saying, years ago, you was here and don't get the Apple TV 4K, don't get it. A lot of home theater enthusiasts have the Apple TV 4K, and I don't hear anyone, and they got these home theaters. I have not had anyone say, man, it sound terrible. Again, I don't know if you just need a certain format of audio, don't get the Nvidia Shield if that's what you use. But I guarantee when you're looking at these home theater enthusiasts, a lot of them have Apple. Now, it could be an ecosystem because they probably got an Apple, phone, watch, and wherever else Apple up in there. But a lot of them use Apple. A lot of them use the Nvidia Shield. But again, if they got these home theaters with all of these audio components around, there's great television or screen that drops down, and they use an Apple. Isn't that telling you something? That should be telling. It's saying whatever the Apple TV is running, it works good in this home theater. Again, YouTube it, check it out, and I guarantee you will like it. I'm telling you, I love the Apple TV. I'm not an Apple guy. I'm an Android guy, but again, I just like things that work. Now, finally, and again, if you want to go to Apple, you can go over there and check the specs and all of that. Pretty much the same thing as a lot of these other devices. They just don't tell you. I don't know why. They really don't get specifics with it. I don't know why, but HDR 10 plus, all of that stuff. Video format is good. To be honest, when people say, yeah, man, it don't have this audio or this video, I got to ask you, do you have it all? Is your TV capable? Is your audio equipment capable? I'm not going to tell somebody not to get something if you haven't experienced. You need to experience. I was one of them people. I tell you, man, forget that. I don't need it until I finally took the time to go and see what the heck it was about. And when I looked and I heard it, I said, oh, I got to get this. And I purchased it. And that's what made me, I'm like, okay. But I know it's something out there better. But again, I'd rather have me a home theater, and that way I can enjoy it the correct way. That's why I always give love to LJ Show Enough TV. I give love to Vincent, even Rich Little Poor Boy. Rich even got a setup, and Rich can tell you about some things. That's the beauty of it. They live this stuff. They got their rooms, and they have the Dolby Atmos speakers all over where they getting the full experience. A lot of us don't even have the full experience, but we saying what you should get and what you shouldn't get. All right. Again, that's why I go to these expert guys instead of a guy that just getting into it. Oh, he just running his chops and not experience. You got to experience it before you can make a comment. And that's what I'm saying. I was one of them. I was probably the president hating on certain device. Oh man, I just need look, as long as I can see it and I can hear it, I'm good. Yeah, okay. And now you hear me a couple years later, hey man, that TV, that's a bad boy. That sound bar that you suggested, man, that's a bad boy. I can't go back. I can't go back. And that's just how it is. Now, I'm going to get into my number one streaming device for me. I'm saying for me. All right. Now, the number one, you probably saying, Dale, what could be better? I know you ain't about to talk about that Walmart on. I know you ain't about to talk about no Roku. What else can you be? You done talked about Apple. You done talked about Zidoo. You done talked about the Shield. Shoot, you talked about the Fire TV streaming devices. What else can you display? What? Here is one of my favorite streaming devices. Your cell phone. If you have a premium cell phone, all right, let me tell you this. A lot of people may not know. I got a Galaxy S22. Yes, I can connect my phone directly to my television using a Type-C to a HDMI. Picture quality, beautiful. I could pull up my content, whether I'm home, whether I'm outside my home, I can pull up my content. Not only that, again, it'll give you that. All right, it'll give you the Atmos. It'll give you the HDR10, the HDR10 Plus. The S23 has a lot more features than this. I'm only talking about my phone, and let me tell you why. Because not only can I download on my phone, right? I can watch on my phone. I don't have to be in my home. I could pull content from my NAS. I could pull content off my home network, off my router that still has a hard drive connected to it, so I can get to that as well. And I can watch 4K on this bad boy. Long as I got a good network, which I carry another phone. All right, I carry another phone. So if my internet is not as great, I can always connect to an even better phone that give me a better network, a better quality of signal. So I can pull that 4K that's sitting on my router. So I can pull that 4K that's sitting on my NAS and it transcode. I can pull my Plex from this bad boy. Either option. So if Plex is acting sluggish, I can go into my NAS and watch my 4K. Let's just say somebody made a mistake and unplugged the NAS. I can go directly into my router and pull the same content. When I'm saying to you that these devices that they're making today, these cell phones, these smartphones, are a lot of them are more powerful than your average streaming device. I bullcrap you not. The picture quality is amazing. Now, it's a couple things that you can do. You can get you a USB Type-C hub. You can do some research and get you a USB Type-C adapter straight to HDMI to actually get it. All right. Now, some things you may need. I would suggest that you get some type of Bluetooth keyboard. I don't care if it's foldable, something. I think it with a touchpad. I would just suggest that you get a USB Type-C hub with HDMI out, Ethernet. Give you a few USB drive. That way you can walk the. Not only that, you can do some work on your phone. You can send emails from your phone. You can do a lot with your smartphones that they make today. I'm not going to lie to you. You can do a lot. And that's why I like these devices right here. I done tried them out. Let me just do this. Let me do showroom. All right. I done messed around with these devices, everything. All right. Let me look for not the S8 Ultra. Let me do this. Let me go into the showroom. I'm already in the showroom, I guess. Some of these devices, right? This is what I have right here. All right. I don't have the purple one. Mine's is black. But again, guys, the processor, the camera, you can do so much with this bad boy that I'm telling you. You can connect it to your television. You can use this as your daily computer with Samsung DeX. You can add to the desktop and everything. You can do so much with these devices that absolutely, listen, I know an individual who is a bachelor. He don't have any kids. He doesn't have a wife. I think he's kicking it with somebody. But again, when I told him what to use, and this is one of my peoples, when I told him what he can do with that device, he say, can you just set it up where you can add my applications to it? I say, absolutely. This is what he used, guys. This is what he used. He want to watch NBA, he watch it on his phone, or he connect this bad boy to the television, and the picture look just as good as it on the phone. I bull crap you not. I told him to get a USB. The first time I told him to get a and this was a while ago. This was probably about a year ago. I told him to get a USB Type-C to HDMI adapter, and he was cool with it. But the thing is, he had to keep getting up because now he didn't have no Bluetooth or anything. He had, if he wanted to change the channel, his phone had to be near him, right? And then he had this big old extension cord coming across his floor, all right? And so when he wanted to change the channel, he had to touch the phone. Now, we fixed that with a USB Type-C hub with HDMI out. Now he got an Ethernet plugged into it. That way he get even better signal. Right? He get even better signal. So when he run analytics, he paid for 500. He was getting like 420 or 430. He was paying for 500 megabytes per second, and he was getting like 430, whatever it was. He was getting excellent speeds. Let me tell you, not one. He said, man, I don't need none of them devices. I just take it with me. With these, your smartphone, you can take it with you anywhere you want. Right? You can take it with you. Now, I'm just talking Android. This is Android. I have not, let me repeat, I have not tested this selection on an iPhone. Probably would never do it anyway. But again, he does his emails, he does PDF, he does everything. honestly, he's just like Bo. He's just like Bo. And the thing about it, I told him to get an external drive, and guess what? I hook him up from time to time. That's the beauty with these devices. Some people gonna be like, "Oh man, it's the cameras and everything." Oh, you could do so much with this bad boy. This is my number one streaming device for me. Now, when I connect this bad boy to my television upstairs, it can everything that I display on that sound bar, it comes across, and it's just a beautiful setup. Now, the only con I would say with this, we haven't really figured out how to dim, and this could be something in the settings. I don't know, but I haven't figured out how to dim because this bad boy gets bright, right? But I just told him at the time, I say, man, just get a black handkerchief or something because, of course, the light was featuring. But if I'm not mistaken, I think once you go into Dex, I think you can put your phone in standby mode. He hasn't complained about it since the black handkerchief. So I don't know. And I haven't tested it out upstairs just to see. But I think if you go into standby mode, you don't have to even worry about it. And again, this is my number one. This is the device I stream on the most. Now, if you got one of them Obama phones, this may not work good for you. Those are phones that just get you by. This bad boy right here is it is very, very nice. So depending on your Android phone, this is a premium phone. They even got another one out, it's the S23. That's even powerful. It's even powerful. Let me do this models. All right. I guess I could just hit the S23 up here, right? Let me do S23. All right. This bad boy is even powerful. So again, I'm not telling you, you have to do it. I'm not telling you this, but again, you got the S23, the Ultra. You can get the S23. The Ultra gonna give you a little bit more bang. All right, it's gonna give you a little bit, with the stylus. Do you need the stylus? I don't think so, but again, it's gonna give you a little bit more. All right. You can still do your thing on these devices. I think the biggest thing is recording in 4K and taking pictures. Those are the biggest between the S22 and the S23. At least that's what I know. But again, with your smartphone, depending on what smartphone you have, you can definitely do your thing on it. Again, just get the proper items. Get you a USB Type C hub, all right, with an Ethernet port. That way, if Wi-Fi is acting up, you can always go hardwire, and that phone will pick it up. That phone will pick it up. Wi-Fi 6, yes, it will pick it up if that's the route you want to go. All right. So again, I love my Amazons, but that's my number. Like I said, the 4K and the Cube are my favorite ones. I do like the Nvidia Shield. You cannot go with the wrong. You cannot go wrong with the Nvidia Shield. It's meant for honestly people who's gaming. I think that's what it was geared towards. They took the controller and still left the price at the same. I think that was some bull crap. They could have took the price off the controller, but they got us. All right. Because I got my controller for 200. And if you go over here and you spend the 200, you're not getting the controller. You got to buy a controller separately or just connect your PS4 or Xbox to it. From there, I think the Zidoo, for what it's capable of, what it's teaching us, how to network, how to share our content across our network. It's just an introduction into sharing your content across your network. That way you can have one device and use a lot of us have smart televisions. We can use our smart televisions We don't have to get another streaming device, all right, in order to connect to here. Um, Apple TV, again, I love it because it's clean. Major updates go through without any hiccups. It's just a nice, solid piece of streaming device that does what it does. You can cut the cord. Again, for some people, the con is to get the premium, to use it like you want to, you got to pay for the apps. Well, you know what you're getting when you get a Mac, Apple, whatever. They all up under the same umbrella. You know what you're getting, all right? But this is an amazing streaming device. And again, yes, you can cut the cord. And then this right here, some of us got some of these streaming these phones right here. Again, you connect it to your television. Here it is. You got a desktop computer and a streaming device all in one that's in the palm of your pocket. For some of y'all who have portable monitors, now depending on your monitor, now if you got a crappy old cheap monitor that just is not a great display, then it is what it is. But if you got a higher end portable monitor, it's going to show beautiful. All right, it's going to show beautiful. And if again, depending on your system, if you connect this bad boy to this right here, which I did, and the boom boom was still there, no lag, no nothing, you can't go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with it. But again, these are my tools. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go out and buy no Samsung Galaxy or anything. I'm not telling you to do that. Don't do it. I'm just telling you what I already have in front of me. And with this, I don't have to be home. With this, I can be on the road. With this, I got a desktop computer. So a lot of y'all who do business on your smartphone, you could do it on this. All right. That's why I said for me, and I stream every single day off of this. Every single day, take phone calls, everything. But if you have a device and you're thinking about cutting the cord, and maybe you got one of these higher end phones that's just sitting in your drawer because you got a new phone, plug it in. Really, if it's type C, plug it in and see what you get. All right. See what you get. And if you get a picture, there it is. And again, a lot of these devices right here, these devices are more powerful than your Fire Stick. These devices are more powerful than your Zidoo. I'm not going to say the Mac, because I can't contest to that. I'm not going to say the Nvidia Shield. But everything else, a lot of these devices are more powerful than your device that you have in your home right now as we speak. All right, as we speak. So with that being said, I definitely wanted to just let y'all know what I think. All right, what works for me. Again, depending on your audio, all of them format. When people come up and be like, "Hey, man, it doesn't have AV1," and I tell them, "Give me a movie with AV1. Give me a TV show with AV1." Until AV1 start, not to say, because there are some formats where they are using AV1, it's just not as popular yet. I just think it's going to take some time to get movies that they have out already and go over to AV1 format. I just don't see it happening like that. Maybe some of the new stuff in the future, I don't see it happening right now. And so again, it's again, do your homework and then go from there. What's up, everybody? I'm going down. I know I'm way up here. What up, though? But I know I got a couple super chats. What's up, Top Cat? Salute. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate the love. What is up? What is up? Also, let me give some love to William Brown. Hey, thank you for the donation as well. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Again, guys, I'm one of them guys. I have everything, right? I have Apple. I have an iPhone, so I can talk about certain things. Do I utilize the iPhone? Absolutely not. So if you don't have something, it's hard for you to input. Again, it's hard for you to input anything if you don't have it. But once you experience it, then I think you can come sit at the table with everybody who have experienced it. That's just like people who don't have the complaints I hear. People be like, "Oh uh man, the Apple TV don't have all the codecs." Well, it may not have the codecs for you. For me, it works good. I don't know what codec you're talking about. Tell me what you're talking about and all of that. If that's you using it, salute to you. But I'm just saying, for me and a lot of other people, a lot of people do not know the specs. They do not know the specs. As long as they can watch what they want to watch, that's all they care about. They don't sit back and be like, "Hey man, how much RAM you gonna? All right, you giving me this box? How much RAM is in this box? How much internal space I'm getting?" They don't care. They just want to be able to watch what they want to watch. Unless every now and then you may have that specific person that says, "Hey man, listen, I got this. My TV is this. I got this type of audio sound. What device you think I should get? This is my setup." And then you can present them. All right. And then go from there. All right. What is up, everybody? Anybody got any questions? I think I saw, as I was scrolling not too long ago, I think I saw a question. Esmar say, "Yo, Dale, what USB thumb drive works well with the 4K Max stick again?" I mean, I don't use the Max, but you can't go wrong with SanDisk. You can't go wrong with PNY. You can't go wrong with WD. I think if you get some of the name brand ones, the national, brands that are in people's household, I think you'll be fine. I don't use the 4K Max, so I wouldn't know. Um, but I would say SanDisk probably first. WD, PNY. I would say go with those brands right there. If I had to do it. What's up, everybody? All right, what is up? Do anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? I'm coming down. I'm just trying to see. Uh, let me see. Let me see. Just seeing if I got any questions. Hey Dale. All right, here go one right here. Hey Dale, on a new on Android TV box, did they fix the no sound issue? A few people having issues with the old on. The old on, yeah, that was an issue. I ran into that on my the last month or two, where people were buying new TVs and the audio went out. On the new one, I have not had anyone reach out to me about the audio as of yet. I done had an Android TV app that stopped playing the audio, but I have not had but on the other apps, the audio worked, but on this one specific app, and I just think it was a bug or something in that application, because all I did was, when I got it, I cleared the data, signed them back up, and everything worked, and sent him on his way. So for these new ones, no, I have not heard of that as of yet. So it might have got fixed. At least people who I dealt with. Mark say, "Yo, Dale, how's it going? Hope you're well. If you have a Samsung Smart TV with Tizen, you think it's good for streaming, or you think Apple TV or Fire Stick or Fire Cube is better?" I would say, what's up, Mark? I don't have a Samsung TV. I got my newest TV, probably my best TV in here is my Hisense U8H. Um, to me, I always think um main devices. All right. I think those are better because like even if you get a Fire TV Cube, you know it's gonna get the update. Um, whether you have an old one or you got the new one. Like some of these televisions, after a long period, depending on the model, and I don't know if this is about Samsung or not, but you have heard stories where they will not send an update to that television again. So I have heard it with LG. I heard it with Philips. Um, I don't know if Samsung was a part of it, but I would say, depending on you, it really comes down to what you want. If you go Apple TV, just know you're gonna have to pay to use the applications in order for you to cut the cord the best way. All right, you're gonna have to pay uh, for those applications. Um, with the Fire Stick or the Fire TV Cube, you can't go wrong. To me, I just think devices are better. I think you have more of an open space when you use devices compared to using the television processor, if you understand what I'm saying. Um, you may get a chance that they won't update that TV in 3, 4, 5 years. That doesn't mean the TV doesn't play a beautiful picture, but that do means that, yeah, you might not get an update to it. Now, with a device, I just think the device is more versatile in order to cater into you. So, I would say get a device. But what device, I don't know, because again, it depends what you like. Um, I like the Apple TV 4K because it's just a clean user interface. But again, not everybody want to pay for an application or use it, pay for it every year or a lifetime subscription and all of that. Everybody doesn't want that. So um, that's when it's going to come down to you, Mark. But if you asking me, I would say get a device for your television. I just think everything just goes run. A lot of these devices are powerful. Depend really when you're talking about that Apple TV, a very powerful Apple. I mean, a very powerful streaming device. So I probably would go that route. Uh, I'm scrolling down CMG. What up, though? That's my dude right there. Going through. Yep. Uno say, yeah, I have a Z Fold for the big boy. I already know I can plug it into my TV and also use it like a computer. It's called Dex Samsung Funds Premium Ones. Great feature. Absolutely. With some of these smartphones, really like Samsung, a lot of people, some of them got 1 terabyte hard drives, 256. Again, you can actually set up a device where you could do some work and connect an external drive up to it, just like you do your computer. A lot of people actually do major work on their smartphones. I bullcrap you not. That's what they do. And there's nothing wrong with it. And again, you got everything right there on your phone. You want to watch some IPTV? Bink. You can do that. You want to watch a movie on your home network? Bink. You can do that. You want to send some emails? Bink. You can do that. You want to make some doctor's appointments? Bink. You can do that. You want to order some stuff from Amazon on your smartphone? Bink. You can do that. You want to order some food? Bink. You can do that. You can do so much with your smartphone. That's why I say, for me, I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's my number one streaming device because of what it's capable of doing. It's very, very nice and solid. All right. And gonna say, yeah, that's why I can't get rid of my Samsung S20 Ultra because of the SD Card slot. Absolutely. Absolutely. He say, hey, Dave say, I have no problem accessing my Plex on my phone. Absolutely. You can do a lot on your phone. CMG say, yo, agreed. What up, though, CMG? What's up, Miss B Love, baby? How you doing? That's one of our queens right here. Legend. Miss B Love, that's legendary right there. Doing her thing. Yup, doing the thing. Yeah, you do have to do that. You do, and you can turn that off by a click. Like, hey man, I don't want no notifications or nothing like that. But then some people want to see them notifications because they do a lot on their phone. They do a lot on their phone, and it's. I mean, I'm talking from Instagram to Facebook, TikTok. You doing so much on your phone. They need them notifications. Listen, I know people that when they set them up, they sit there and they stream off of their phone. They straight up stream off of their phone. And they done got so good where they sharing screen, all type of stuff. The same thing I'm doing here, they do it on their phone. Because again, really if you're dealing with Samsung, you got a desktop and you can do it. That's all you have to do is add the URLs or applications and you're good to go. It's real good. And then it say, yeah, that's why I kept my old 8S Ultra. Samsung Dex works great. Absolutely. And a lot of people don't know that their smartphone is there. And again, if you got a Samsung, that's all I be rocking with, a Samsung. I haven't rocked with anything else. I couldn't tell you if, and look, I showed y'all last week. I got a brand new iPhone right here. Yet to open it. And this bad boy is beat up. Look at that. Let me turn it off so you can really see it. Man, it's cracked up, everything. I just ain't had the time. Brand new right here, and still yet to get it going, to switch everything over. I don't know if you can connect that to your television. I don't know. Maybe you can, or maybe you can. Somebody confirm and see if you can connect your iPhone, or do you have to cast to it? I know you can cast, but can you connect it? And it works. I don't know. Somebody is going to email that. Hey, Dale, I got the new iPhone, man. I got iPhone 13. Can it connect? Can I connect that to my TV? If so, how? I don't know because I ain't tried it. I don't know, but maybe somebody in the chat will be able to share that so we can all be on the same page. Hustler in the building. What up, though? What up, though? G Torres say, Dale, what about the Buzz TV stick or any other Buzz TV products? What you asking? G Torres? What about it? I think those are great devices. They just not in my top 5. Those are not in my top 5. Those are not in my top 5. I named my top 5 right here. The 4K and the Cube, the Shield, my Zidoo, Apple, and my phone. All right. I got an S22. I have my phone. Those are my top ones. But yeah, I think Buzz TV formulas are nice. But what it do? Yeah, they're nice. Andy say, look, I'll confirm it. My S21 Ultra faster than my Nvidia Shield. I don't know. I have not tested it out. I don't know. But that my Samsung does move very, very quick. I mean, this bad boy moves. All right. I love it. It moved. I never got a hiccup or anything. Now, have I had an app or two crash? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's very, very nice. He said, yeah, the BET app will not load anymore. Have you tried uninstalling it and reinstalling it? You might have to do that. You might have to do that, Latif, if you haven't already. You probably have. Knowing you, you probably uninstalled it. It's something. It could be something going on with the firmware that they're on. I personally like the Note 20 Ultra because of the SD card slot. Plus, I can still use Dex. That's what's up. You say, Dale, this is not a question, but the Zidoo Pro, I went back and gave it another try. I'm starting to like it. No, I didn't say love it. Yeah, it takes some time getting used to it. But which Pro did you get? Did you get the Z1000 or did you get the Z10 Pro? I'm curious. Which one did you get? Which one did you get? Quentin say, yo, I can connect my new Motorola Edge Plus phone wired or wireless to a monitor or a TV to use my apps, do video chats and game. And you are absolutely correct, because it was a guy that was on Amazon Live and he was showing the new Motorola. I can't remember if it was the Edge, but he actually said he did connect it. And it might have been the Edge. I cannot remember, but this was less than a month ago, and I was watching it. And I asked him, I said, if this was a Quentin, I say, listen, I have an S22. Should I, what should I get this device and and um and leave the Edge? He said, well, listen, I'm not going to go out there and tell you to get the Motorola. Now, if your phone was 2, 3 years, 4 years old, I would say, yeah, definitely do the upgrade. He said, but knowing that you got a fairly new phone, it'll be personal reason that you come and get it. He said they pretty much can do the same thing. He said the Samsung one may be a little bit slight more powerful, and plus you got that name recognition, Samsung behind it. But he said, yeah, that'll be a personal preference if you want to do that. He said, but I don't see nothing wrong with either phone. I was in his live chat asking him, because some of the features he was showing was beautiful. I mean, it was nice, some of the things he was doing with it. So yes. Yup. They say, yo, I wouldn't have my Plex without my phone. Yes, you're absolutely correct. That's why I said it's my number one device when it comes to streaming. Yes. Oh, you just asking if they're okay? Yeah, they okay. I don't know if I would. I mean, the stick. I think the stick is probably going on 2 years old. You know. Um. Yeah, the stick is probably getting up there. That's it. I got another one. I need to write this down. I got something coming from y'all. I got something for y'all. I may display it tomorrow, sometime this week. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all better, I'm telling you, stay tuned. I'm about to show you that you can get down if you know. Man, I ain't gonna listen. Stay tuned. Make sure you keep your notifications on. Cause I may be able to save you some money. All right. So I mean it is what it is. I'm cool with them guys and everything. But I'm also for the people, Buzz done looked out for me for years. Formula done looked out for me for years. Superbox have looked out for me for years. Well, we're gonna talk about some of those boxes. You say, yo, what's up, Superdell? Hope all is well. My Amber X, I'm not seeing it showing up on my network, and it's not showing up on Nova Player, my WD Cloud. You say not showing up on Nova Player, but you say your WD Cloud is showing up. I don't know why your Amber X ain't showing up. What device are you trying to get it to show up on, E? I need to know that. I need some more information. You just said it's not showing up on your network. Uh, it's a few things that'll stop the AmberX from showing up on your network. It could be the device that's not capable or don't want to display. It could be that is not properly set up. Um, it could be a couple things, or maybe you got a bad device. But what are you trying to find it on? Are you trying to find it on your computer? Are you trying to find it on a device such as your phone or another device? Because mine show up. Also, I got an application. I got an AmberX application. AmberX give you a dedicated application. So I don't need it to show up on my phone as far as going into the settings and stuff like that. I just go right into the app. It could be something that is offline. You're gonna have to use the app to go up in there and see why is it offline. It sounds like it's offline to me. That's what it sounds like to me. All right. All right. Here you go. Say yes. If you have an iPad with USB Type C to HDMI, you can connect it to your TV. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna have to try it. And I do got a Type C. I do have one. I just never tried it, but I will not, Guns. I will let you know by the end of this week. I will let you know. Oh, you say you got the Z10 Pro. Yeah, I like the Z10 Pro. It's real nice. It is nice. Definitely is nice. Again, they pretty much all do the same things. Some of them got their bells and whistles, and some of them just look good next to your TV. But absolutely, it's a beautiful thing to me. Once you figure it out and you see it, and you got it, you can you can just set them boys up. Like you can set that device up on your laptop, and that way, however you get your content, you can just sit on your laptop and wirelessly send data right to that device, and it will pop up right there on your screen. I'm telling you, it's real nice. Yep. Then it say, yeah, you can also get the Samsung docking station for your phone, and it hooks up to your television. Yeah, you know what? Let's look at it because I think the docking station. Let me see. How much is the Samsung docking station? I think it was a little bit expensive. I think. I think. Oh no, no. Oh no, this is not Samsung. But they do have one. I see what you. They have a portable 4K HDMI dot station for Samsung Dex USB-C smartphone. They do have docking stations for. Hey, we gonna have to we gonna definitely have to visit that. We'll return to that and check it out. Cause I see one here, but they only give it a 4. And so I got something like this. I have something like that, but here's this is for the iPad. But they do have some docking stations. We definitely gonna visit that. We'll visit it. I might get it just to test it out. It probably would make your setup a whole lot nicer than having your phone right there, and all the wire. I bet you the setup is very, very nice. Yeah, he said the motor, the AS Plus. Yeah, I know what he was using. It was real nice. I can say that. It was dude basically was saying like you probably don't need to update. But if you want to, go ahead. Yeah. Couldn't say yeah, it's cheaper than the 512. Um hey, but when you connect can you Quentin, have you connected the Motorola? What does it just do a display of your Android desktop, or does it give you some type of other desktop? Let me know. You say, Dale, I bought the Buzz TV Vig stick when it came out, but never hooked it up. I used the Fire Stick 4K Max. Yeah, I got the stick as well. I got a couple of them that that I didn't use like I thought I was. Yup. Yeah, Huff said that bad boy is fire. I'm gonna have to check it out because I may just get it just to, me. I went to let me see something. Let me see for phone. Hmm. Yeah, I'm looking over here. Let me do it like this. Let me just Google it. Samsung docking station, right? For no, it's not showing up on my smartphone when I log in. When I log on it from the app on my phone, I can see what's on. I can see what's on the AmberX, but it's saying offline. I signed on the PC also. Do I have to share it? I would say yeah. You're probably definitely gonna have to share it in order to see it. But the share option should have been turned on when you went into the application on your phone. Yeah, it seems like you should have done that. So that it sounds like there's a sharing option that's off. Because I still use my AmberX because I do business. So when I need to share a link, I do it. I do it on there and then encrypt it and give it to somebody. I can give them a password and all of that to set it up. Are they selling it anymore? They say the product. Are they selling it? Yeah, anything. Yeah, here it is right here. I see it. I see it now. But they Dex Station. Let me see. Why they not selling it anymore? They're not selling the Dex Station for Samsung anymore. I guess they probably say, man, there's so many. Oh no, they selling it. They got it for $50. $50. Yeah, they got it for 50. Here it is right there. I can share it. So this is it right here. You put your phone in there and then sit your phone up. And in the back, you got a USB. There's an Ethernet port, HDMI. This looks like this is the power. This is the top. So you see it right here, which is not bad. But you can connect your phone up to this bad boy and go from there. And it'll turn your television or your monitor into a computer. And that's all you have to do is have some type of Bluetooth keyboard and all of that. You are good to go. Yup, and you are good to go. That way that bad boy charging and everything. Me, I just use a regular old Type C, HDMI. I'll show you the one that I use. Where you at? Let me go here. Oh, shoot. This is the one that I use right here. And it does the same thing, right? A regular old hub, HDMI out. You can power this bad boy. Couple USBs right here, USB 3.0 Ethernet. You got an SD card, micro. So you can pretty much you can take this bad boy with you and go from there. But it's pretty solid though. Definitely solid. It's very, very solid. But this is it right here. This is the one that I use right here. Right and say, yo, I use my Samsung S10 Wi-Fi 6 Dex. Perfect. Yeah, man. Dex is nice. I mean, it looked like a regular old Windows. I mean, it's just running. You running Android. That's pretty much it. What you got there, Chopper? Huh? Them things Miracle made? Oh, man. Ain't getting no food up there? What she order? Oh. See, I got a spare S10 that lives on the dock. Eggs, yeah, Huff. But yeah, but it's pretty much like that, guys. So again, I wanted to show y'all. Let me make sure. Make sure everything is good. Oh, let me give a salute. I ain't got where my glasses at. Oh, here they go right here. I got to use my Specs 3000. I can't see. Little Prince. Oh, Miss Billy say, yo, loving that new Q. Thanks, Superdell. Hey, big thanks, Miss Billy. Thank you for donating. I appreciate it. Also got a donation from Jay. Big salute. Thank you for donating on the PayPal. I appreciate it. So again, guys, it comes down to what you like. I just wanted to know what works for me the best. Some people gonna be like, "Oh man, you crazy," but them Samsung sons can play some of them. Well, they can play them higher end games with no lag, no stuttering, no nothing. All right, long as you got a nice, you got a bunch of craziness on your phone, I think you'll be good. All right. But anyway, here it is right here. You say, yeah, get that hub plus keyboard, streaming device, USB adapter, and a hard drive. Sounds like a lot, but honestly, it isn't. It just depends on how fast you want it to go with your setup. Everybody is different. Heck yeah. Everybody is different, but we just all here to let you know there are plenty of ways you can enjoy your streaming needs, including using your smartphone. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate the love tonight. Thank you for everyone that donated, and thank you for my future donations. My donators rather, who may do something after the show. I always get them. They be like, hey, I just caught up with the show. Great video, and they present it like that. But again, guys, it's all about you and what you like. Don't let nobody change your mind. People out here with devices and don't use it to the fullest capability. All right. They buying these higher end devices, just to watch third party applications where you can get a device like the Fire Stick or a On from Walmart. Well, who am I? I'm not going to judge you. Whatever works for you, if it works for you, I'm going to salute to you. All right. Get what you want if you can afford it. But we just try to share the knowledge across the board from the devices we use. All right. I enjoy what I use. All of these devices from here, all behind you, everything behind me, over here. I use them all from time to time. But I just got a great idea. I'm not going to tell it what it is, but we're going to do something, right? We're going to do something, and it may work with your business, all right? It may work with your business. So much love, much respect. Salute to you guys. Be safe. Thank you to my donators tonight. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one, and probably it'll be tomorrow because I'm getting hype on this one right here, what I just wrote down. All right, I'm getting hype because I used to use it, but it might be time to bring it back. All right. It might be time to bring it back and just maybe present it to y'all. All right. I don't know. Somebody told me to get somebody told me to get what's that? A Patreon. I may have to get a Patreon just to drop these gems before just dropping it on here. Because listen, people take the gems and they run with them, right? And I'm fine with it. But I'll be looking at some of these videos like, dude, but who am I? I'm just a regular guy. I take from everybody too, so I don't mind. I mean, they're not doing the exact video, but they taking the knowledge. But I may just do a Patreon. That way for my people who actually donate, you get first dibs before I even drop it on YouTube. I'm thinking, not fully there yet, but it is crossing my mind. That way we could definitely go over here and break bread, and I can give you that knowledge, and I can get some things right here before I release it to any other platform. That way you be 4-5 a week ahead of everybody else before I drop it. I'm really thinking about it because I'm always one of them guys. I'm always thinking. I always try to stay ahead. And so hopefully today you found out what can keep you ahead. Salute to you guys. I will talk to y'all later. Superdell, happy Monday. I will see you probably tomorrow or either Wednesday. We'll talk then, guys. Be safe. I am out this joint. Peace.